Sylvester Stallone is an icon of grit, determination, and raw strength. Known for his legendary roles as Rocky Balboa and John Rambo, he spent decades cementing his place as one of Hollywood's most recognizable stars. But behind the muscles and memorable movie moments lies a man whose off-screen battles were just as intense. From personal struggles and career highs and lows to brutal rivalries and public fallouts, Stallone's journey is filled with drama. In this video, we uncover the untold story and reveal the 5 actors Stallone absolutely hated the most. Born on July 6, 1946, in Hell's Kitchen, New York, Sylvester Stallone entered the world fighting. A complicated birth left him partially paralyzed on one side of his face, which gave him the distinct slurred speech and tough guy expression he would later become known for. His childhood was turbulent. His parents divorced, and Stallone spent time in foster care. Bullied and underestimated, he turned to bodybuilding and acting as a way to channel his pain. Despite being told he should pursue a blue-collar trade, Stallone was drawn to storytelling. He worked odd jobs and took on minor roles, including a stint in a low-budget adult film when he was struggling to make ends meet. But his breakthrough came when he wrote the script for Rocky, a story about an underdog boxer with heart. Stallone insisted on playing the lead role, refusing to sell the script unless he starred in the film. It was a risky move, but it paid off. Rocky became a global sensation, winning 3 Oscars and catapulting Stallone to stardom. The 1980s marked Stallone's reign as the ultimate action hero. He followed Rocky with a string of hits, including the Rambo series. His performance in First Blood showed a more emotional and vulnerable side to the action genre. Audiences connected with the pain behind the punches. He directed and starred in Rocky 2 and 3, each installment pushing his body to the limit. His commitment was unmatched. For Rocky 3, he trained so intensely that he brought his body fat down to just under 3%. But Stallone wasn't just throwing punches on screen. Behind the scenes, he was entangled in a rivalry with another action icon, Arnold Schwarzenegger. The two competed fiercely for box office dominance, public attention, and muscle mass. The feud led to one of the most infamous pranks in Hollywood history when Schwarzenegger pretended to be interested in a terrible script, tricking Stallone into taking the lead role. The movie flopped, but the incident eventually paved the way for the 2 stars to move from competitors to collaborators. Despite his dominance in the 80s and early 90s, Stallone's career began to falter in the late 90s. Films like Get Carter, Driven, and Detox failed both critically and commercially. Audiences were shifting, and Stallone's brand of action was no longer the box office draw it once was. He attempted to branch out, trying new genres and roles, but nothing seemed to stick. The early 2000s marked one of the lowest points in his career. Still, Stallone wasn't ready to throw in the towel. In the mid-2000s, he revived his most iconic characters. Rocky Balboa and Rambo returned to the big screen, bringing with them a wave of nostalgia and renewed appreciation. These comebacks proved that Stallone still had the fire and reminded audiences why they loved him in the first place. Off the screen, Stallone's personal life has seen its share of triumphs and heartbreaks. He's been married 3 times and has 5 children. His first son, Sage, tragically passed away at the age of 36 due to heart disease. His other son, Sergio, was diagnosed with autism as a child. Stallone's relationship with his children has remained a central part of his life, often reflected in his public appearances and interviews. His marriage to Jennifer Flavin lasted over 2 decades and briefly ended in divorce before the couple reconciled and chose to continue their journey together. Stallone's commitment to his craft has come at a physical cost. Known for doing many of his own stunts, he's endured countless injuries over the years. From a broken finger while filming Escape to Victory, to being hospitalized after taking a real punch from Dolph Lundgren in Rocky 4, Stallone has literally put his body on the line for authenticity. During the filming of The Expendables, he broke his neck in a fight scene and required surgery to implant a metal plate. Despite the danger, he's always believed in pushing limits to deliver believable performances. Along with success and physical sacrifice came controversy. Over the years, Stallone has faced multiple legal challenges and allegations, including serious accusations of misconduct. Many of these claims were denied, dismissed, or unproven, but they inevitably affected public perception. In 2007, he was fined in Australia for possessing illegal substances, and in other instances, he was accused of abuse by individuals close to him. Stallone has maintained his innocence in these matters, often responding through legal means and public statements. Faith and spirituality have also played a role in Stallone's life. Though raised Catholic, he drifted from religion during his rise in Hollywood. But a personal crisis involving the health of his daughter brought him back to his faith. He spoke openly about rediscovering spirituality and placing his life in God's hands. While he doesn't strictly follow organized religion, he identifies as deeply spiritual and finds guidance in moral teachings and personal beliefs. Politically, Stallone has supported both Republican and Democratic figures. He has donated to various campaigns over the years and has often voiced strong opinions about social issues like gun control, despite portraying gun-wielding heroes on screen. He once called Donald Trump a larger-than-life character and praised him in public events, even drawing comparisons between Trump and his own fictional character, Rocky. Beyond politics and faith, Stallone has also experienced intense rivalries with several actors over the years. His feud with Richard Gere started during the filming of Lords of Flatbush, where an altercation led to Gere being fired. The tension reportedly continued for decades. With Bruce Willis, their friendship fractured over financial disputes during The Expendables 3. Stallone publicly criticized Willis for being greedy, and Willis was ultimately replaced by Harrison Ford. Another falling out involved Eddie Murphy, once a close friend. Rumors swirled that Murphy had an affair with Stallone's then-wife, Brigitte Nielsen, which Murphy has always denied. Still, the incident ended their friendship, and with legendary actor Kirk Douglas, creative differences on the set of First Blood led to Douglas being replaced at the last minute by Richard Crenna, a move that may have saved the franchise. While these conflicts were intense, perhaps the most iconic rivalry was with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Their early years were filled with competition, pranks, and shade. But as time passed, the rivalry softened into mutual respect. Eventually, they worked together on projects, showing that even the fiercest competition can evolve into camaraderie. Today, Stallone remains a symbol of resilience. His journey from poverty to fame, from rejection to recognition, is a testament to perseverance. He's taken hard hits in life, physically, emotionally, and professionally, but he's always gotten back up. Sylvester Stallone is more than an action hero. He's a writer, a father, a fighter, and above all, a survivor. His life story is a real-life Rocky tale, unfiltered, raw, and truly inspiring. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes Hollywood stories. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching.